Welcome back to Aces Field. Hope you enjoyed the halftime entertainment. Boy, that guy announcing for the Aces Pride Marching Band was good. Anyway, getting ready to get the third quarter of action underway. Recapping the first quarter, I guess I can do it. It was bad for the Aces. How about that? Yes, there's the recap. Quarter number one for Aces fans was bad. The Aces down 43-0 as they were waylaid in the first half. Pick six, a couple of a deep strike for 6 points, powering it in. You name it, and the Blue Streaks did it in the first 24 minutes. Aces not able to get anything going at all offensively. And, of course, that means as we move into the second quarter with a 43-point deficit, well, the continuous clock will be in effect. So the Aces going to have to get the differential down to be able to remove that continuous clock, and that can be really tough to do. As a matter of fact, you can already see usually they don't start the clock until they kick the ball, but they blow that whistle, the clock starts. Whitty puts the ball in the air, caught. Aces powering it up across the 25-yard line to about the 27, and that's where they will start first and 10. They will stop the clock long enough for them to switch out the teams. The special team will come off. The offensive unit will come on. But as soon as they do, they blow the whistle and the clock starts again. So that's just an example of how quickly this time can roll out from underneath you when you've got this lopsided a game. Miller gets the snap, rolling out, looking downfield, nothing there. Miller hangs on for dear life. Miller knocked down, and I think he might have lost the ball even, but it went out of bounds. And they're going to put him at the 25-yard line. Miller in the shotgun. Comiso the split back beside him. Comiso gets the carry. Comiso tucks it in. Comiso powers forward and might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, they're going to give him about a half a yard beyond that. Make it 3rd and 10. So the Aces make it back to the 27-yard line, 3rd and 10. I'm going to get the roster ready because I imagine we might have a bunch of different players for Archbold here in this second half. Pass is caught. Not enough for a first down, though, but out to the 35-yard line where it'll be 4th down for the Aces. So Langham makes the grab and gets him out to the 35-yard line where it'll be 4th and 2. So the Aces, what do they want to do here? It looks like they're going to at least set up, and maybe they're going to see if they can get him to jump with a hard snap again, hard count again. And then they'll bring out Tunis if that doesn't work. Oh, they're going to go for it. Going to see if they can pick up 2, and they're not. Miller gets dropped back at the 25-yard line, and that's not good. So I think they're going to actually put it at the 26, but that'll be a turnover on downs. Again, the clock will stop long enough for the teams to switch over and for them to move the chains for the change of possession. And both the teams are on the field, and they'll start it up again. And again, the Blue Streaks, time is on their side, to quote the Rolling Stones song, because they don't have to rush or anything. They can take their time. New quarterback in for them is number 10. That's DJ Newman. He's their sophomore, second string quarterback. And with this comfortable a lead, there's no reason for them to risk their frontline QB, Brandon Taylor. So they'll bring in Newman and get him some game experience here in the second half. And I do see still some of the first team players out on the field, but you have to wonder how much longer they're going to be out there. So nobody wants to get one of your good players injured. Gomez gets the carry. Gomez just a couple of shucks and jives, and into the end zone he goes. Gomez just works his way through the defense into the end zone easily. 49-0 now. Whitty will come back out. This will be Whitty's, I think, 6th extra point kick tonight. There was one time they went for 2. So this will be the 6th attempt. And that goes on to the turf and gets brought down. So the extra point is no good. So that sort of gets it back. So now they're only down by 7 touchdowns instead of 7 touchdowns, with one of them being a 2-point conversion. So 49-0. But that still means the Aces have to score 2 touchdowns to get the clock to go back to normal operations. And as we have seen, that is not an easy thing to do. It's kind of weird, too, because usually when we're in this situation, it's the Aces that are on the up end of the scoreboard instead of on the receiving end of the continuous clock. And hopefully this will be about the only time in this upcoming football season that we're in this situation, as the Aces hopefully will be able to shake this one off and get back on track for week number 2. And we'll talk more about week number 2 coming up in quarter number 4. Let you know where we're going to be and all that good stuff. Whitty. Again, nice kick. And again, out to about the 25, 26-yard line. Camaso with the carry. So, nose of the football right on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Aces. 7:35, and again the continuous clock rolling here in the third quarter at Aces Field tonight. Bill Murphy, Brian Williams with you on the coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you here with us. Wish we had a little better game from the Aces standpoint to be bringing you tonight. Handoff right up the spout. 5-yard gain on 1st down. Wertman gets a 5, 2nd down. Another handoff and a pickup, looks like about 3. Not sure who got the carry. Miller repositioning the back behind him. Hand off. Nothing doing. They're going to come up short again. Wortman got the carry, but the Streaks were waiting for him, and they bottled him up, and he loses a yard. That'll bring up 4th and about 5-6 yards. Ball at the 31-yard line. They need to get out to about the 36, so yeah, 5 yards. And they're going to bring out Tunis. Tunis going to punt it away. And they're just going to let it take a nice roll. And they'll down it about the 27-yard line. And that's where the Streaks will take over, 1st and 10. 5:31 to go here in our opening quarter. Clock will stop briefly as the teams switch over to change possession. And the Streaks will be back on offense. Again, putting some of their younger players out to get them some varsity playing time. And we'll kind of try to keep track who's doing what as best we can here. New quarterback is number 16. That's Carter Bainfeld. He's just a freshman. And over his head, Bainfeld falls on it. Lost back to about the 11-yard line. So Bainfeld, the freshman, comes on, takes a snap, and it goes over his head. They'll put it down at the 12-yard line. They're going to keep him out there, though, and get right back on the horse. A big loss. That makes it 2nd down and about 24, I think. Handoff. Straight up to about the 19-yard line. And that was Carson Dominique with the carry. That'll make it 3rd and about 19. They need to get out to the 37-yard line to move the sticks. Another high snap, and they're going to catch him in the backfield and bring him down at about the 15, 16-yard line, and that's going to make it 4th and long. So the Aces defense able to hold them, and it's going to bring on the punting unit, and Hicksville will get the ball back and hopefully in some pretty good field position here. See if they can at least break the shutout here. Fourth and 21 for the Blue Streaks. Long snap, a short hop. It gets the punt away. It's a good punt, too. Way back. Fair caught. That's Brody Balzer, who makes the fair catch back at the 40-yard line for the Aces. So Hicksville, 60 yards to go to see if they can get that goose egg off the scoreboard. And it looks like the Aces are keeping a lot of their frontline players off the field now, too. As again, not wanting to get anybody hurt with 9 weeks of the regular season yet to go. So nothing doing there. It looks like they got Klima in, number 20 at quarterback. Aaron Klima, who's just a freshman. Balzer is split back beside him, number 22. Klima gets the snap. He'll pitch it out to Balzer. Balzer looking to turn the corner, not able to make anything happen there. Get out to about the 36-yard line. And that'll be a loss of yardage on the carry. That's going to bring up third down, and looks to be about 14 yards to go. So 3rd and 14, looking the Aces in the face, a minute 45 and the clock rolling. Aaron Klima, whistle, false start. They'll back them up 5. So 3rd and 14 becomes 3rd and 19, and they move back to the 31-yard line. The Aces aren't doing themselves any favors here in the third quarter. But the younger players are out on the field, so you can't expect them to have everything down quite as pat as the starters. Klima, handoff, up the middle, not much there at all. And it's going to be the punting team coming back out. Tunis still handling the kicking chores here. 49 seconds, the clock rolling. 4th down, we'll see if they can get the punt off before the 4th quarter expires. Should be able to. Or the 3rd quarter expires. Streaks getting in position, down to 30 seconds. Tunis puts his leg into it. He kicks it to an empty part of the field. And it's going to roll dead at about the 42-yard line of the Archbold Blue Streaks. 21 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And that's where the Streaks will take over. 1st and 10. So the younger players on both sides of the ball are going to be out here, and they restart the clock, and the Blue Streaks are going to let the 3rd quarter expire. And that's it. End of the 3rd quarter. Doesn't take long, like I said, when the continuous clock is in effect. After 3, well, it's not gotten any better for the Aces. It's the Archbold Blue Streaks continuing to lead 49-0 here at Aces Field tonight. Again, between the quarters, time to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. Always there for you with service before, during, and after the sale. You can check out their complete dealer inventory online at jimschmidtauto.com for both Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot. Stop by and see the difference the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships can make your transportation needs. And Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, serving the healthcare needs of the Hicksville community and surrounding areas for over 65 years. Hoping to be able to help you live a healthier life. Find out more about the many programs, classes, specialties available for you and your family at the Hicksville Hospital. Log on to cmhosp.com. And I got to tell you, the Columbus Street Cafe at the Hicksville Hospital, that's a good place to go grab lunch. I want to thank them both for their continued support of our Aces Sports broadcasts. Snap, handoff. They still have the freshman in at quarterback. Number 25 with the carry. He breaks free. That's Carson Dominique into the end zone. Number 25, Carson Dominic, scampers, what was that, 60 yards, I think, almost, into the end zone. Make it 55-0. And you really can't, I mean, you know, these are the younger players. Dominic, just a freshman, so you can't blame him for running into the end zone and scoring a touchdown in a varsity game when he got the opportunity. Whitty. Woody keeps the streak going too. Perfect tonight. No, I take that back. Missed one. Almost perfect. Ha ha, take that, Woody. You're not kicking 100% tonight. 6 out of 7. That's, I don't even know what percent. It's a good percentage. So 11:37 left in the game. 56-0. Archbold. Aces are getting ready to get the ball back as they're being able to cut the lead down to be able to get the clock back to normal operation. Becomes even less likely. So we're going to anticipate probably, well, it's 9 o'clock right now on the clock in real time. So I'm going to guess that we're going to be packed up and heading out of here before 9:30 tonight, or by about 9:30, maybe. I don't know. Depends on how quickly my camera guy puts away all his stuff. All right, we're going to get everybody set, and then the clock will start, and then they'll kick the ball, and then they'll stop the clock while they change teams and start it up again. Woody out to kick again. Clock starts. Woody's going to take the time. Yep, burn a few more seconds off. Why not? Low liner is going to be out of bounds, so throw the flag. And that's the first. That's the first kick that the Streaks have made out of bounds. First flag that they got for that. This first procedure call on a kick that they've got tonight. So again, they will stop the clock as they get the ball positioned, and the Aces get their offensive unit out. Here come the defensive players for the Streaks. Ball's going to be placed on the 35-yard line. And the clock starts. Here come the Aces. Looks like Klima's going to stay in as the QB. Aaron again. Just a freshman. But some great experience for him here tonight. Brody Balzer, the split back beside him. Balzer gets the handoff. Balzer forward. Might have got a couple. Out to about the 37. Close to the 38. Give him 3. 2nd and 7. Hope the official scorer is listening. Takes my advice. Give him 3. Heck yeah. Klima looks over the setup. 2 split wide receivers out to the near side towards us, but it's another handoff to Balzer. Balzer takes it up the middle again and gets out to about the 43-yard line. He's going to be within a couple of moving the chains. 3rd down and 2 for the Aces. Klima takes the snap. Again, a handoff to Balzer. Balzer is going to move the chains as he gets across the 45-yard line to the 46. That'll be good enough for an Aces first down. 9.5 minutes to go in the contest. Clock continues to roll. And the Aces faithful who are still here, and really not too many of them have left. Well, we've had a few defectors, but they're still cheering for the first downs. Aces are going to play it out to the end. Klima takes the snap. Ball in the air. Intended receiver was number 9. It should be number 3, Isaac Ridgway. Thank you, Brian. So Ridgeway not able to hang on to it. But with the continuous clock, doesn't matter. The clock does not stop on incomplete passes under these circumstances, continues to roll. Klima, handoff, balls are hit in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of about 2. That's going to make it third. And they're going to say forward progress took him to the 44. So that's going to be third and about 12. A long 11 is what they're saying. And there's 5 the easy way. Looks like they finally got him to bite on the hard count. They pick up 5, so third and 11 will become a lot more manageable, third and 6. And that'll advance the ball out to the 49-yard line. Klima dropping back to throw, puts the ball in the air. He's got a man open, off the hand. Oh my, Mendoza. You're not going to get a much better pass than that. And Mendoza caught it, hit him in the worst possible place, right in the hands. And JR juggles it, not able to drag it in. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Oh man, he's going to be seeing that one tonight. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Klima again dropping back, again puts it in the air, and Mendoza catches it this time, but unfortunately it was well out of bounds. So the incomplete pass will turn it over on down, so suspend the clock briefly at 6:35 left in the game. Move the chains, allow for the teams to switch over, and then we'll fire things right back up again. Everyone is set. Clock is rolling. And is going to suspend things for a moment. Got an equipment malfunction. Balzer will come off. They'll stop the clock briefly. And they'll put another player out onto the field in his, in his stead. Something wrong with, looks like with Balzer's pads. Handoff on 1st down, gain of about 3. Second and 7 now for the Streaks. Their quarterback at this point is still the freshman, number 16, Carter Bainfelt. Bainfelt 6'1". He's got some good height on him. Man in motion, handoff to number 20. He turns the corner and dives forward out to near the 40-yard line. That's Simpson, Dominic Simpson. So Simpson gets him out to the 39-yard line where it'll be 3rd and 2. Closing in on 5 minutes left in the game. Again, Streaks taking their time, huddling up, coming up to the line. They've no need to rush. Handoff again. 1st down yardage to the 33 or 34-yard line. And we're going to have another player down on the field. So stop the clock with 4:44 left in the game. I'm not sure who the player is. And it looks like he might just be cramping up. We've got him setting up. Doc Haggerty out looking at him. Coming up for week number 2, the Aces go on the road. They're going to be making the trip down to Convoy, Ohio to take on the Crestview Knights in week number 2. And that was Balzer, I think. Nope, I take that back. That's not Balzer. Number 26, or is it 28? 26, Hunter Betts. So Betts comes hopping off. So week number 3 will be at Crestview, and then I think we're back here at Aces Field for week number 3. Week number 2 is Crestview. Week number 3 will be Eden here at home. All right, clock back rolling. Handoff. Ball carrier, Carson Dominic. And Dominic will get out to about the 30-yard line. We'll make it 2nd and about 6. And of course, fall works out well. Our plans at this point in time, we are hoping to be able to bring you all 10 of the Aces regular season games. I think we have to make a trip to Lakota about week 5 or so. I don't know. Quarterback keeper working his way towards the first down marker. I don't think he made it, but he got a lot closer. That's going to make it third and 1 at the 25-yard line. Under 3.5 minutes to go now here in the contest. It'll be an easier drive back up to Archbold for the Blue Streaks here tonight, as they'll be starting the season with a big win. Again, taking their time. Handoff, first down yardage, and a little bit more as they'll go down to about the 18-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Clock continues to roll as the second, maybe even the 3rd string players for the Blue Streaks, and see if maybe they can put some more points on the board themselves. Bainfeld waiting for the sideline to, they're keeping track of the play clock and letting it count down as much as they can. Bainfeld hands it off to number 81, Hunter Cullen, and Cullen will get him down to about the 15-yard line. Pickup of about 2, I guess. I'll make it 2nd and 8. And it looks like about 3 to me. 2nd and 7. Again, Streaks are going to just hold the huddle. Here comes Bainfeld into the huddle. They'll break huddle and come up to the ball. Bainfeld with Dominique to split back beside him. Under a minute. He'll take a knee. He's going to have to do that one more time. But that will be all she wrote for the contest here tonight. And as we get ready to wrap things up, we're really not going to stick around for much of a post game because there's really not a lot to talk about from the Aces side of the ball, as the Blue Streaks came out and just waylaid the Aces in the first half. Got them behind the 8-ball good, and the Aces just not able to make anything happen here in the second half as well. So they're just sort of playing for pride and making sure nobody gets hurt as they close out the game here tonight. So the Aces are going to drop to 0-1 for the 2019 season. It's not a league loss. This is, of course, non-league action. And their second non-league game will be next Friday, week number 2, as they go down to Crestview. And then they'll return home for week number 3 to face off against Eden. And that'll do it. Time expires. Your final score tonight, 56-0, as the Aces get shelled in their first outing for the season, courtesy of the Archbold Blue Streaks. Hey, we want to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible both at home and away this season. The Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, again, proud to serve you and your family's health care needs and the needs of all of the Hicksville area for over 65 years. Find out more about what's happening at Community Memorial Hospital, including information about the big health fair coming up in mid-October at www.cmhosp.com. And the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Hey, if you've noticed all the work being done out there, you guessed it, there's a big new dealership building that will be coming. It's going to be awesome. Can hardly wait to be able to talk more about that in the coming weeks and months. We have to even see if we can take the cameras over to show it off a little bit when they get ready to open things up, if that'll be okay with Mr. Schmidt. But it's going to be great. And remember, for your vehicle needs, you need something brand spanking new, pre-owned, car, truck, van, SUV, check out the great selection at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Big thanks to Misters Overmeyer and Haught, the ADs here at Hicksville, always making us feel very welcome. Great space in the press box for the HIX-TV cameras. We thank them so very much and look forward to working with them once again for this football season. And most of all, thanks to you for tuning in and watching. Not the greatest of outcomes here tonight for sure, but again, glad to have you with us and hope you enjoyed this Aces Sports Football broadcast. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up for the night tonight and head on out. There's nothing more to say. One last time. Final score tonight, it's all Archbold in the opener. The Blue Streaks beat the Aces 56-0. For Brian Williams on the camera tonight, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good night and good sports.